Come on along with me as we visit some more of Oregon's ghost towns. We've got about 40 ghost towns and some of the best scenery around this part of our state. This Thomas Geyser is on the right, just 3 miles before you come into Lakeview. It was discovered quite by accident because someone was only digging a well and suddenly whoosh. And you don't have to wait too long before it erupts either, because it's only about 1.5 minutes between every eruption. Around the 2nd of July 1989 was Lakeview's 100th anniversary. This is on the east side of Lakeview. We're heading east toward Idaho. There's some very pretty rock formations alongside of the road going out of Lakeview. That one looks something like a man's face. And this other one looks like an elephant head. Now, going north from Idaho, it's quite marshy. Marshes and lakes are everywhere out here for a ways. This is the old schoolhouse at Blitzen. Doesn't look too sturdy, but try it. Boy, boards are not too good. Got a few kind of holes in the floor here. This building was once the Blitzen Hotel. This is the hotel at Frenchglen. We just happened to get here in time for their 4th of July parade and celebration right here on Main Street. You seldom see any car drive-through. It's 65 miles south of Burns. Now, going south a little from Frenchglen, the roads turn to gravel. Fields, Oregon is in the bottom of this big valley. It consists of this general store and a few houses. The next you come to the 19-mile-long Alvord Desert, which is similar to Utah's Great Salt Lake Desert. It's a great place for sand dune buggies and glider planes. There are a couple of hot springs here, too, that we saw some people playing in, and also a few regular streams that just run out onto the desert and disappear into the sand. There used to be 4 wells across this desert in the early days, so it shows there is still water down there someplace. Now, right across from this desert is the beautiful Steens Mountains. That's really quite a contrast. My friends tell me this is quite a beautiful drive up here from the other side of the mountains, if a person had time to see them. And just before you get into Burns Junction are these beautiful sandstone cliffs. This interesting rim rock is just before you come into Princeton. Now we're going to take a look inside of Pete French's famous barn. This was built in a day when everybody else built their barns square.
We're way ahead of his time in design.
Well, hey, that is something, all right.
Look at that.
Hmm. This is really something. It's hinged on a wood peg stuck in a hole in the barn gate here.
See how nice it moves?
It really works good without a hinge.
Yeah.
This barn just sits out here in the middle of nowhere. And a little bit south of the barn, there's this volcanic area with all these pretty little flowers growing in it. Now, when we came to the next ghost town, Diamond, we were surprised to find some people around, and the hotel was completely restored by the same people who are currently operating the Frenchglen Hotel. They plan on opening in it when their lease runs out in about a year. You say
that's why I'm here.
This building here used to be the ice house?
Is an old ice house. Look at those walls.
Yeah. Keep it cold.
And that one over there used to...
Stage stop.
Was the stage stop, and it used to be 3 stories high, you say?
Yeah, well, that used to be that was the original stage stop, the hotel, and like that, with the warehouse, with the rail trading post over here.
Oh. And it was built in when, 1869?
1861 or 69, I think 61.
Quite a while back. Huh. This is the ghost town of Danner, which is just a few miles before you get to Jordan Valley on the Oregon border. A couple of these old buildings have fallen down. Now, they once had a stage stop here in this place, and I believe this is the fence, the corral where they kept all the spare horses at. This is Jordan Valley, which is one of the only 3 big towns on Oregon's eastern border. Now that we've crossed over into Idaho, and DeLamar is the first town that you come to, we met an interesting mountain man that lives here. He makes his own candles for light, and he's got a battery radio.
Hi, this is Dale from DeLamar up in Idaho. It's an old ghost town. It's been here since about the 1860s or 1850s. Up on the mountain there's DeLamar Mine, which is a pretty good sized mine. It's just here.
Yeah.
If you want to do it, you can do it. There's a bathtub for a hot bath and springs and fresh mountain water to drink. A few apple trees here and there, and various different sort of type of trees here and there. Creek right down in front.
What brought people here anyway? Was it gold?
There's gold and silver.
Oh.
Right now it's mainly the gold, but they're getting some silver out. It's just
Mhm.
not worth a whole lot right now. Down there, 4 something an ounce.
Oh. What brought you here?
Change pace. Mountain type person.
Uh-huh.
Enjoy the view in the mountains. Quiet, serenity.
Uh-huh.
One time down here there used to be a little hotel, and back in about 1958, something like that, someone come along and just burned it down for the fun of it. And there's been a lot of buildings around that people just don't think anything about being historical sites or anything, and just burn them down, tearing them down. Here a few days ago there's been 3 mills that got burned down just by this guy that liked to decide to set fires. You know, burning down the beauty and the nature of the country, and all the historical sites and anything.
Was there about 6 buildings left here in town or something like that?
There's 5 is what you call livable, and there's 2 or 3 more that could be. Then there's the little tin shack where the old miner used to live. It's just big enough for a hermit or a one person and his dog, made out of tin. It's
Oh, I
down
see.
there.
There used to be a standing joke about this place. It goes across the Jordan Creek here, so people would say they'd crossed over Jordan when they went in the back door and out the front door. That's about all we've got for today. This was taken back in 1989 of Oregon Ghost Towns #2. If you'd like to see some more, come back again next week.